welcome to part 8 of the Quarantine CAL, and it's your final instalment if you're doing your jumper today. Today I'm going to be going through how we turn this into this. Your Quarantine CAL Miami Memphis jumper from all your blocks. So now, before we start, what you're going to want to do is loosely block your big block like I explained in the last video, and then grab your sleeve blocks and your body blocks, and I'm going to flip you around and show you how we double crochet join them together. So our first part of joining our piece is we want to join our shoulder seams, and we want this to be our top edge. So take one of your completed larger blocks, you want granny square at the top and your multi-block. You probably want yourself some safety pins, your yarn to join, scissors and your hook. And so this is our top edge, and this is my right side. I'm going to take my second block and I'm going to put right sides together, and I want this to be our top edge too. So you can see it will be the mirrored version on the top. And we're going to line that up, and this is going to be the top of our jumper. So we want to start in this first corner, and we're going to take our hook and our yarn, and we're going to do our double crochet join. And for our head hole, this is really easy to remember because we're actually only going to join up until the edge of this motif for our first shoulder, flip it round and do the same on the other side. So to join, we want to go in the top corner, and remember, through the top corner of the opposite motif, take our yarn, double crochet join it, and we're going to double crochet one stitch into each stitch all the way across until we get to the edge of this bit of the motif, and then we're going to fasten off. When we get to the edge of our multi-block square here, you're just going to do your last stitch, do one more going through the double crochet join and into the next stitch of the other side, do one more stitch, and then we can fasten that bit off so it's nice and secure. We're then going to flip our piece round and do exactly the same on this other side. Once you've joined both of those sides, we've created our two shoulder seams, and this becomes our head hole. And if I open it up, you can see, and they'll fold like this. And this jumper will fit up to about a UK size 18. And this, if you want to size it up larger than that, is where you would now size. So if you're going to size your jumper, unfold your piece so you have a nice long rectangle, and down either side you're going to want to add some treble rows. Or if you also want to lengthen it, you can just give your whole piece a border. But usually I say one treble on each side will go up one UK dress size. So if you use this piece as an 18, if you want it larger, say a 20, you'll do one set of trebles on each side, and you'll work along the whole edge before you join on your sleeves. So to join our sleeve, we're going to do a little bit of a different join, and it's a bit looser. So you want to take your block that you haven't edged, fold it in half. You want to use the colour of your last edging row. We're going to put that on our hook, and we're going to double crochet through that corner space to join them. And then for this one, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet through the next gap through both sides. So through that gap and the next side, double crochet that together, and we're going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, double crochet through the next gap on both sides, and carry on that down the row, and it will just leave us with a slightly looser join which looks more like your stitches. So carry on that down the row, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet, and fasten off in your last corner stitch on the opposite end. Make sure you're doing that with your right sides together, so you're working on the wrong side again. You're going to want to do that on both of your sleeves, so you should have 2, and in that last corner you're just going to fasten off. Now you've got your 2 sleeves, we're going to learn how we attach them to the body of your jumper. So I'm going to start with one sleeve first. Here, bring my body up, and all our pieces at the moment should still be inside out, so you're joining on the wrong side. And this is where we're going to want to use our safety pins. So our blocks should line up, so this seam on the edge of your multi-block comes across and should be the edge of your piece. And this is where a couple of safety pins will really help. So take your safety pin, pin your under arm point, which is along your join edge of your sleeve, to the seam edge of your multi-block, and its halfway point should then line up with the top of your shoulder seam on your jumper. And then on the other side, you just want to pin that in the same distance on your large square. So lie it out flat using a safety pin, pin it into place. And it's best to start on the side with your multi-block because this will line up. Then obviously with your larger granny square, you just need to work out where it fits. What we're also going to pin now is, if you push your jumper up, we're going to take the bottom edge and line up our corners. And we're going to line up the edge of our TV tester stripe to the edge of our spot square on the other side. Going to use a pin, and we're going to pin those together to secure. And so with our piece now, I'm going to join the arm and up to this point here on our jumper. So our jumper will have some nice little side slits at the bottom. So you want to take your piece round, because we want to start on the side where there's our multi-block square. And we're going to join it with our double crochet join in a bit of a P shape. So we're going to start from here, come up to the shoulder, round the back, join these then together on the other side, and carry on down to this point where we will secure it. So grab your yarn and your hook, and we're going to want to do our double crochet join. So we're going to put our yarn on our hook, and we're first going to join in at this underarm point. And now I'm going to take out my first set of pins so it doesn't get in the way. And what you can do, if you're not sure if you want to add any extra width to your jumper, is you can pin it together at this stage, try it on, see if it feels too tight or not, and then you know whether to add any border rows before you join your sleeve. But I've tried this on and I know it fits me, so I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to go into that join, and that's in the double crochet join from your half and half square to your multi-block, and I'm going to join in the chain of the corner space on my sleeve, and I'm doing a double crochet join for this, and then I'm going to go in the next stitch, and it should work out 1 for 1, So you're going to do 1 double crochet through stitches that go through both sides, so the edge of your multi-block and the stitches of your sleeve, and you'll want to work all the way round. So work over the shoulder seam, take out your pin, and just keep turning your work till you get back to where you started. You want to take that underarm pin out, and now I've got back to where I first joined in, so that's my sleeve secure. You're now going to want to start to double crochet down the edge to join your body, and you don't have to snap it off, you can keep working. So fold the sleeve out of the way, take your yarn, and now just keep working from the next stitch. Now join in through to your body stitches on the other side, and you want to work your way down, and you want to evenly fit this in so your seams of your TV tester stripe and your spot square match at the bottom. And so carry on double crocheting down this seam and fasten off at this point here. Remove your final pin so we can double crochet in that final edge square, and you want to fasten off by double crocheting through that join stitch of both the TV tester stripe and the spot square. Do a double crochet, an extra stitch, and pull through to fasten off. And that joins our sleeve and our edge. You're going to want to repeat that exactly the same on the other side. After you've joined both sides, you want to have a look and sew in any more loose ends that you've found because of your joins, and then you want to turn your piece the right way round because you've done. Turn it the right way round, put it on. See how it fits. We've got these really long arms, so we can roll those up to give yourself a nice chunky cuff. And it's a really just slouchy, comfy fit in this bold graphic pattern. And now you're done. Woo! Thank you so much for joining me for this quarantine CAL. I hope you like your make, and now you can put it on and have a little boogie. Thank you. Bye guys.